Most American cities rely on stoplights to control traffic. Red means stop, green means go. Simple, predictable. Yet in Carmel, Indiana, a city of just 97,000 people north of Indianapolis, traffic flows differently. Here, over 125 modern roundabouts guide drivers instead of stoplights, accounting for 3% of all roundabouts in the United States. If you want to understand the hidden logic behind the systems we navigate every day, subscribe and join us every week. We explore the quiet forces shaping the modern world. Carmel's 125 roundabouts may sound impressive, but compared to Europe, it is modest. Elected mayor in 1996, Brainerd made it his mission to fill Carmel with roundabouts. Yet the motivation went beyond convenience. Modern roundabouts are safer by design, since their implementation. Carmel has seen an 80% reduction in car accident injuries. Despite this, many Americans resist the concept. The challenge is cultural and practical. The United States has more than 300,000 signalized intersections. Over 50% of fatal and injury crashes occur at or near these intersections, claiming more than 10,000 lives annually. Modern roundabouts reduce accidents by 38% and fatal crashes by up to 90%. Drivers slow down on entry, yielding to circulating traffic, and navigate gentle curves rather than racing through red lights. Even if a collision occurs, lower speeds reduce injuries. Modern roundabouts are often confused with traffic circles or rotaries. Traffic circles are larger, cars enter at higher speeds, and yielding is not always required. Some use stoplights or signs within the circle, creating confusion and hazards. Columbus Circle in New York City, built in 1905, was the first traffic circle in the U.S. High-speed weaving created frequent accidents. And by the 1950s, traffic circles largely fell out of favor. In 1966, British city engineer Frank Blackmore corrected these issues. He introduced the give-way rule, requiring entering drivers to yield. Accidents dropped dramatically, and modern roundabouts spread across Europe. In the U.S., adoption was slower. Engineers questioned safety improvements, and public opinion was skeptical. American engineer Leif Orsten sought Blackmore's advice in the 1980s. Together, they promoted roundabouts in California, culminating in the first U.S. modern roundabouts in Las Vegas in 1990. Public resistance persisted, with only 20% approval in surveys. Protests and shutdowns were common. Slowly, other cities followed, but adoption remained inconsistent. Resistance can be explained by the availability heuristic. People judge risk based on vivid memories or media portrayals. Movies, television, and cultural references often depict roundabouts as confusing or dangerous. Driver education rarely covers them, so first encounters can be stressful. Anxiety and hesitation reinforce negative perceptions. Yet roundabouts are efficient, reducing congestion and keeping traffic moving without long stops. They are cheaper to maintain and more environmentally friendly. Studies in New Hampshire, New York, and Washington found replacing intersections with roundabouts reduced vehicle delays by 89% and stops by 56%. Kansas studies showed 65% reduction in delays and 52% decrease in stops. Community surveys found approval rises from 30% before construction to 50 to 70% afterward. Americans are gradually coming around, recognizing safety, efficiency, and environmental benefits. Modern roundabouts are small, one-way circular intersections are on a raised central island. Vehicles must slow on entry and yield to circulating traffic. Exiting involves a gentle arc. Unlike stoplight intersections, drivers rarely stop unless necessary, minimizing collisions and delays. The innovation of the modern roundabout is subtle but deliberate. The circular path enforces slower speeds, while yielding distributes responsibility. Traffic flows continuously. Stoplights are unnecessary because the design itself regulates behavior. Traffic circles, by contrast, allow high-speed entries and often rely on internal signals, creating hazards. The design difference is key to safety. Physics explains the advantage. Lower speeds reduce kinetic energy in collisions, limiting injuries. Circular paths eliminate perpendicular crossing conflicts, reducing T-bone accidents. The raised center island acts as a visual guide and a physical cue, enforcing proper navigation. Blackmore's 1966 give-way rule was transformative, enabling European cities to adopt roundabouts widely. Cultural factors slowed adoption in the U.S. Drivers are accustomed to binary red or green signals. Roundabouts require judgment and anticipation of others. First experiences can be confusing, producing hesitation and stress. Over time, familiarity breeds comfort, and attitudes shift. Public education and exposure are key. Orsten and Blackmore's advocacy shows that engineering alone is insufficient. Adoption depends on persuasion, education, and demonstration. Success in Las Vegas demonstrated reliability, encouraging other communities to follow. Over time, measurable benefits, including accident reduction, congestion relief, and environmental improvements, gradually won public acceptance. Environmental benefits are significant. Reduced stops and delays cut fuel use and emissions. Sweden observed a 29% reduction in carbon output and 8% drop in fuel consumption with roundabouts. Lower infrastructure maintenance and energy use add to efficiency, making them sustainable urban solutions. Roundabouts influence behavior as much as they regulate traffic. They require collaborative decision-making rather than rigid compliance. Drivers anticipate the actions of others, adapt speeds, and navigate shared space. The design itself fosters safer behavior without relying solely on enforcement. Carmel demonstrates the impact. After widespread roundabout implementation, accidents decreased dramatically, traffic delays lessened, and communities reported smoother flows. Approval rates climbed from initial skepticism to widespread recognition of benefits. The implications extend beyond intersections. Roundabouts illustrate how small engineering decisions can reshape systems profoundly. Curves, islands, and yield rules represent deliberate choices to influence behavior, reduce risk, and optimize efficiency. Observing them reveals the quiet logic behind everyday infrastructure. Often invisible yet critical, modern roundabouts challenge assumptions about safety, efficiency, and urban planning. What initially seems inconvenient or confusing can, upon closer inspection, prove more logical and effective than traditional designs. They embody engineering that is subtle, deliberate, and human-centered. Next time you navigate a roundabout, notice the flow, the geometry, and the logic guiding your path. The design is intentional, balancing safety, speed, and efficiency. Modern roundabouts may still be gaining acceptance in the U.S., but their quiet ingenuity is undeniable. They are safer, more efficient, environmentally friendly, and a testament to thoughtful urban design. How do you feel about roundabouts? Do they improve your driving experience or frustrate it? Share your thoughts in the comments. While you're here, like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to explore more videos uncovering the hidden logic behind the world around you.